See, we were up in, we went up into Germany and were in Germany for a long time. That's the reason I didn't get into the American Legion post 95. See, I'm 95 years old, and I'm the oldest member in post 95.
Well, what do
as
you know?
it happened. But I wasn't at the first organization because I was still up in Germany. But I got back just before Memorial Day, and all that got back before Memorial Day were in the original charter membership. See?
Oh, yeah. What is this one back here, Certificate of Appreciation?
That is that's a Masonic group, I-12, that I talked to, with the Masonic Temple.
Oh.
And then I talked to another one up at Vandalia. I finished high school at Vandalia. My uncle was the John E. Smith up there, the great educator that named the John E. Smith the new high school for. How did I come to finish high school there? At Spring Valley, we only had a 3-year course. Most of them took the 4th year at Xenia. Uncle John was my favorite uncle, and he invited me to go to his high school, and Dad paid my tuition. I finished over there.
Do you want to go ahead and explain this last plaque?
Well, that is just a Masonic group that meets up at Vandalia, where I finished high school.
Oh, I see.
And I was given for a talk that I made up there. Here is a citation from the Ohio House of Representatives by Representative James. Representative Haynes also had a part in that. And then there is for the my citation as Citizen of the Year at Spring Valley, my hometown. There is the plaque that goes with it there, over there. And then this is a citation from the Sugar Maple Festival over at Bellbrook.
The first one, by the way.
Yeah, right here, first Bellbrook. And then this is a replica of the bridge from Anderson's Fork next to the Mann Homestead and down below the cemetery at New Burlington for the bridge that is taken from Anderson's Fork and put up in Glen Helen. Ramey uses my poem on the old covered bridge when he makes talks on that bridge. Oh, yeah. That bridge somewhere in the upper part has my name where I was a little boy and climbed up in it and wrote my name.
Okay.
I don't know where, but it's up there somewhere. But that's a piece of fancy work. Dottie Limbach, who is with Kettering Research for years, then on a junket down south, is back and with us now. She is high in the Genealogical Society. Lives with her father, who is one of the Southwestern Portland cement men at Furboy, see? And
Carl,
she made that for me.
May I ask you a question?
Yes.
Greene County years ago were known for its covered bridges.
Yes.
At one time, how many covered bridges were there in
53.
53 in Greene County.
There only left 3 or 4, if there's that many, see?
I remember that when I first moved to Bellbrook in '55, they tore down the bridge on Waynesville Road in 1956.
With a beautiful bridge right where he was raised. And I have a fine picture of his little sister standing in front of it. I took pictures of some of them and gave it to your sister. You remember, Joey? Yeah, okay. I gave it to your sister. And it's one of the most beautiful of the bridges. Here's the certificate of appreciation I got last Wednesday, a week ago, the Bellbrook Lions Club. Judge Heber had me make my second talk to them. And then I told some of the extra stories about old Dr. Turnbull.
Oh, yeah.
The chapter I'm going to let them add as an addendum to their history.
Oh, yeah.
They neglected to mention him. He's a most colorful character. This is my daughter's wedding picture, my daughter Luann. That's her husband, who has he's a ham operator, I told you. He's with procurement up at the field. He just got back from a flight down to Oklahoma City.
Oh, is that right?
Something. He got back yesterday in the high wind safely. This is my son, who we're a musical family, has taught voice in Arizona State University for 33 years, getting ready to retire. My daughter graduated there and sang in his traveling choir. She's a soloist at the big church across from the racetrack at Xenia. I married a Presbyterian.
Oh, is that right?
And used to sing there in the choir with Harbor Navy. I'm an old quartet man myself.
Now, who's the young lady next to your son there?
That is my granddaughter, Melanie Ann Smith, who is a bank examiner over 4 states. Western States, lives at Oklahoma City.
Oh, yeah.
Headquarters there. See?
I have a granddaughter in Oklahoma City.
Have you?
Yeah, my oldest son.
So have I.
Is that right?
She's it.
Yeah. She's about to graduate from
Uncle John's daughter, Dorothy, married Welty, a prominent architect at Dayton. He made me those 2 there.
The American Bicentennial?
Yeah, they were married in a church that he designed over there.
Oh, yeah.
And this is my other granddaughter, who is in the insurance business. Shelley, that's my granddaughter Shelley. Shara and Smith, and also has a condominium. And here's my daughter and her husband as they are now.
Oh, I see.
Out of their wedding pictures.
Oh, yeah.
See? And this is, I'm a Kentucky colonel, among other discrepancies, and that's my, on that. This is the plaque that went with the
Spring Valley.
Spring Valley Citizen of the Year. And then here is the prize one. Governor Celeste inducted last November, inducted 10 of us into the Senior Citizens Hall of Fame. The comical part of it is, it reads, for more than a century, Carl Smith was the teacher of English, public speaking, and social science and languages at Cedarville College and other Greene County schools. Well, a century is 100 years.
That's a long time.
And I was 20 years old when I started to teach, so that makes me over 120 years old. I'm not quite that old.
According
I'll
to that.
only be 96 the 19th of May.
That's right.
And you know, it's almost impossible to get anything published exactly correct. There'll be a typographic error. All that needs is a little 1/2 in there, over 1/2, see? There'll be a typographic error if there isn't anything else. Over at the office, I have a drawer full of write-ups, and not one of them is exactly correct.
Yes, it's correct.
Not one of them.
Not one of them.
Perfection is something that is you reach for but don't attain.
Isn't that right?